Meta has changed the UI again. Just 12 days back, I made this particular video where I had taught WhatsApp agent, which is production ready using official Meta API, where you can connect your own phone number. But today, I am sitting and I came to know via your comments. Thank you for commenting and keep commenting that there is a new UI by Meta, which is completely different from the previous version. And in a way, it is amazing UI update that they have done. I'll be coming to that later. But in today's video, we'll be understanding what is the Meta new UI, how it is beneficial for you, how you can create your production ready WhatsApp agent, and connect your phone number all using official Meta API. So hi everyone, my name is Lakshit and I run WhatsApp automation service and SaaS called as ChatSyncs and an AI automation agency called as Nurik AI. In this channel, using AI and automation, we build real stuff without coding knowledge and hiring extra developer. So without wasting much time, let's get started. So this is how the first version of WhatsApp Meta UI look like. It's very cluttered, too many information, too many buttons, and honestly, for a new person coming to this page, he will go blank. So this is the second version of the UI change Meta did, and it was quite simpler than the previous version. All the button and the functionality remain the same. So if you see all this information, these are the same information we can see over here for each and every product. Okay, so they call this WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram as a product. Okay, so we can see add product. But yeah, so inside WhatsApp we can see all these particular six resources. It might be different for you. Don't compare with mine because I am a tech partner with Meta. That is the reason I have this embedded sign up partner solution and resources. You will not be having it. Okay, so don't compare it. But I am showing you that this six button over here are the same which we can see over here. Still, it was confusing because almost all the steps remain the same. So the new person coming here, it's complicated for them. But now here is the new and the latest UI which Meta has presented. It might not be visible to you because Meta is releasing this new UI for only new users and the new business portfolios. To get this new UI, I had to create a new Facebook account completely from scratch, create completely new business portfolio so that I can see this new UI. Because I was getting comment on my video that there is a new UI, but I was not aware about that thing. I was seeing my old UI only, but now I created the new Facebook account. I am seeing the new UI. Okay, so don't worry if you're not seeing a new UI, it will be available later because Facebook is pushing it gradually after testing with the new user, because the new user might have never seen any kind of a previous version UI. That's the reason they won't get confused. So now seeing this new UI, I am telling you, I have played around with it. This is a pretty amazing update Meta has done because the steps that they have laid over are much simpler than the previous version. So let's do one thing. Let's do everything from scratch, create the application from scratch and go through each and every steps. So this is the first page you all be seeing, which is developers.facebook.com. Over here, we'll click on my app. Here you'll be seeing all the applications which you might have created. Okay, since as I told you, I have created this especially for this particular purpose. I have only one app. Okay, so I'll create another app now. Let's click on create app. Let's name it as test app 2. If you're creating for a production purpose, please give the app name proper. Okay, because this is the app name which people might see if you are planning to have an embedded sign up later. Okay, but if you are just using for yourself, it does not matter much. Let's click on next. Now these are all the options which we had earlier. So when the first UI part, we used to click on others and then we used to click on others. So as you can see, we have warning sign now. This option is going away soon. Okay, because this contain in an old experience. Now for the new experience, inside the featured, we have this particular button connected with customer through WhatsApp. We can have the same button. If you click on the business messaging, we have the same button over here. To prove it, if I click again, you can see it's selected. It means it's the same button. Now I click on next. Now I have the one single portfolio which I created. If you don't have a business portfolio, it's a very simple thing. Just click on create business portfolio. It will ask for a portfolio name, first name and last name. That's it. Okay, once your business portfolio is created, then we'll click on next, then click on next, and then verify all the information, then click on create app. So I'm not creating a new app because experience will be same, but you'll be landing in the same page as you are seeing right now. Okay, once you're in this particular page, now we'll click on this customize the connect. But before clicking on that, let's try to understand what is this new UI. So if you see, all the functionalities remain the same. And I would like to say one thing over here. It does not matter how many new update Meta is pushing on you. If you know the core functionality, how does everything work end to end, you should be able to do it in whichever UI Meta pushes to you. Because the steps, the functionality, the features will always remain the same. You just have to figure out which button to click and why is a particular button I have to click. That's it. So now if you compare with the oldest version, we over there we had this particular app mode which is called as development and live. Okay, they have changed it completely with this kind of publish button, which is called as publish and unpublish, which is the synonym for the live and development. And then we had this app setting and role and alerts. The same thing we have in the bottom, app setting, roles and alert box. Okay, and also the amazing feature that they have added is kind of ask AI. I tested this feature and this feature is amazing. It takes a little bit amount of time to reply back because it goes through your Facebook information, account information, and then replies you back. So if you are stuck in any kind of a questions you want to answer, you can just come over here, then you can kind of just ask it and you will get an amazing reply. Now since we have understood this all part, let's click on this customize the connect. After that you will be seeing such kind of a page where we have overview. Inside that we have two options, integrate with API or become a partner. For 99% of the people will be clicking on integrate with API only and not a become a partner. You want to click on a become a partner when you want to become a tech provider or a business solution provider, when you want to onboard other users to your particular platform and you want to provide this your WhatsApp automation services like I am doing with my chat syncs, or you want to have a WhatsApp coexistence. But for WhatsApp coexistence also you need to become at least tech partner. Okay, at that time you need to have this particular become a partner. But since now you want to have just a WhatsApp automation for yourself which is production ready, you'll be clicking on this integrate with API. So inside that we have these three steps. Okay, so you can see how well defined these particular steps are. The first step they have mentioned is kind of try it out with the kind of a test phone number. Okay, second is the production setup, all the things are mentioned. So you can see in the below, step one is a simple thing, test Wawa. In step 2 there is a phone number addition, there is a message template, and there is a kind of a payment method and the system user. As a experienced person who has served more than 50 plus client in WhatsApp automation service, this is the amazing things Meta has done. So people used to get confused whenever they want to create application, what are the steps I need to follow. Now they have laid out everything in a proper step-by-step manner. It's an amazing thing. Okay, so now let's try it out. Step 1, so we'll click on that. Now by default you will get some kind of a claim WhatsApp test number, so you'll be getting a particular number. Now to generate access token, you'll just click on generate token. This dialog box will get open. So you won't be getting a reconnect option because I have connected earlier, that's the reason I'm getting this. But you would be getting such kind of options where you need to select the account. Just make sure if you have multiple numbers added, you would be having multiple things over here. So you might get confused which I need to select. So whatever number you are seeing on the right hand side, okay, so this particular number, we need to select that particular Wawa ID. Okay, we'll click on that and then click on continue and then save. Now by default the access token will be populated over here, so we'll click on got it. So now you can see the access token has been populated. Now to test it out, now you need to send this particular message over here to someone. So for that reason we need to add a recipient number. So I have already added my number over here, but to add a recipient number, it's a simple thing. You can click on manage phone number list, enter your phone number, you'll get an OTP inside your WhatsApp. Okay, and just enter the OTP and your recipient phone number will be added. Okay, so I have added this particular part and you can select the message which you want to send for testing purpose. Okay, so I have selected this order confirmation, then you can click on send message. So now that number should have been sent. So now as you can see, I have got the particular test message which we just did right now. And to see the event, what all event has happened, so you can see all the events over here. So I have tested multiple times, that's the reason I'm seeing. But by default you would be seeing, I think so, this 3 to 4 messages over here. Okay, now we are done with the first step, which is kind of try it out. So it means we are able to generate the access token, and by the way this is temporary access token. Okay, so permanent access token will be getting in the next step, but this is a temporary one. So once you get that, now we click on the production step, so we'll click on continue. Now to confirm that this is a temporary access token, we'll click on tools and click on access token debugger and paste this token over here and click on debug. Now you can see this particular token will expire in about an hour. Okay, so now let's get it a permanent access token. For that, let's go to the production steps. So click on continue. Now inside the production setup, we have multiple steps over here. The first step is configuring Webhook. Then it would be register your WhatsApp phone number, then add the payment method, then third, then test your registered number. Okay, after all this thing, we'll be getting option to get a permanent access token. But for that, let's follow the first step, which is configure Webhook. For that, we'll be requiring a callback URL and verified token. And also in the new update, they have done amazing thing that they are giving a warning signs over here. So if you read this particular warning, it says app will only be able to receive test webhook sent from the app dashboard while the app is unpublished. Okay, it means it's in development. No production data, including from app admin, developer, tester, will be delivered until and unless the app has been published. Okay, so if you remember my last video, I used to do this thing. I used to publish my app. So I'll be showing you this over here as well. But before that, let's add this callback URL. Now this callback URL could be anything. It could be from your server. It could be from some online site which provide you the webhook URL. But we are going to use the n8n. So inside n8n, we'll be using this particular webhook trigger. Okay. From this trigger, we'll be getting this particular URL. So let's get this production URL. Let's copy it. So both the method get and push should be enabled. Okay. If you don't know how to enable, in the inside setting, allow this multiple HTTP. If you're using your server or webhook some online way, you could figure it out. Now once we get this particular URL, let's go to the app, click on configure, add a callback URL here. Verify token could be anything. I'm adding my name, but it could be anything. Okay. And how will this get verified? So before that, let's go to the n8n and let's publish it so that I can show you later. I have published it. So my n8n app is live because we have used the production URL. Now let's click on verify and save. If it refreshed, it means webhook has been verified. So after the refresh, they're redirecting us to the permission feature. Over there, they're telling that these 3 scopes are getting ready for testing. Okay, so now click on this production setup again. So now as you can see, our configure webhook has been ticked. Now if you go to the n8n, let's click on execution. Now inside this, we can see that we got the trigger over here. Inside this trigger, always we get this hub.mode, hub.challenge, verify token, mode, challenge and verify token. Okay, now if you click on this particular filter part, so we'll be seeing that we have to verify that is the request hub.mode is equal to subscribe. Is the verify token Lakshit, because this Lakshit is mentioned over here. So this particular same name should be mentioned inside our verified token where we placed inside the webhook. Okay. Once both get verified, then in response, so we have to send Meta this particular hub.challenge. Okay, so we have to respond with, so we have to use this particular node which is called as respond to webhook. And inside this webhook node, don't forget to change this particular respond to using respond to webhook. If you're doing with the server and different thing, step might be different, but these are the steps for the n8n. So once our webhook is verified, so we can see that all the fields are visible, which all fields we have to subscribe, but we don't need this many fields. So we'll just keep this particular message field as subscribe. Okay, once you're done with the configure, now second step is regarding the register your WhatsApp phone number. Unfortunately, I am out of phone number. I have already registered 4 to 5 different phone number. I have taken the phone number from Jio, Airtel. Now the provider is not giving me more number. There is a reason I won't be able to register phone number. But adding a phone number is very simple. Just click on this particular button. Just add the business name, the website and the country. Click on I am not robot. Then click on next. Now for the WhatsApp business profile, we have this the name. Select the category, click on next. Now just add your phone number over here. Okay, select the text message or phone call. Over there, you will be receiving OTP. Enter the OTP in the next step and your phone number will be added. It's that simple. So now once your phone number has been added, the third step is to add the payment method. Okay, if you don't add the payment method, you won't be able to send the template messages, which are marketing template, utility messages or authentication messages. You would only be able to send the service message. That also you can reply to customer message. You have free 1000 user initiated conversation. If you don't know what is this marketing, utility, authentication and service messages, check this particular video out. I have explained everything in detail with the WhatsApp pricing. Okay, how to add this particular payment method? Just click on this billing hub and now you would be brought to such kind of a page. Now we can click on the add payment method, select your country and currency and the time zone and then select next. And now over here, you can add your payment method. It could be credit card or debit card. So it should be Visa and Masterclass, and also make sure the international transaction is enabled. And if you're not able to add with one of the card, try 2 to 3 different card. One of the card Meta will accept it. Once your payment method has been added, this is how it would look like payment method is added. They would be charging 3 rupees for the payment activity. Then they would refund it, as you can see on my screen. Okay. Then inside the business info, your information will be visible. Once the payment method is added, now let's move on to the fourth step, which is kind of a test your registered number. Now here is an amazing thing which earlier version of UI did not have. The generate permanent token is done directly from here. We don't have to go to the business portfolio and generate from there. If you click on the generate permanent token, we have to enable the 2-factor authentication. So we'll click on secure my account, select your Facebook account. Now they're asking how you want to enable the 2-factor authentication. So there is authenticator app, there is SMS or WhatsApp or security key. So I'll be going with the authenticator app. Then you would get a scanner, scan it. It would be there in your authentication, enter the number and you have enabled your 2-factor authentication. But I'm going with the phone number. I cannot do the authentication app right now because I'm shooting from my phone. So I'll be skipping it. But this is a very simple steps. So once that is done, so after that you would be asking some simple steps. Follow the simple steps and your permanent token will be generated. Once it is done, then you can do the testing part over here, where we have the customer reply and the business initiated message. Just it will be a QR code. You can scan the QR code and the message will go, and you can do the testing from here. Once this all thing is done, it means your agent is ready. You have a permanent access token. Now you can use the API from Meta and you can start sending the message. If you don't know how to use the API, watch this particular video. This is a production ready only, where I have shown how to send a message using the API. This particular video is regarding the new UI update. I won't be going inside the API part because I have covered it a tons and tons of time. Now the last step is kind of regarding the business verification, and also the business verification is not necessary. You can watch this particular video where I have told you everything, when is business verification required and when it is not required. And as you can see, this particular new UI amazed me every time. Over here, they have mentioned that why you should verify your business. You can protect your WhatsApp business account from being banned, show your display name in the chat instead of a phone number, then send more messages per number, and you can add 20 phone numbers in single business portfolio. And to verify the business, you can select your first country. I will select India. And these are the recommended documents. It could be GST, it could be Udyam, it could be FSSAI license. If your business is regarding the food related, then the business license, utility bill, or bank statement. And don't worry, I know what question is going in your mind. Do I require all the documents? No, not all the documents are required, only one of them. So I click on start verification. Now click on get started, select the country. Now choose what type of business you have. Is it a corporation? It is a sole proprietorship? It is a partnership, private company, or institution? So I'll click on the sole proprietor. Okay, click on next. Now select, is your business registered or not? Registered means, do you have the business GST or your company PAN or such kind of information, or you are the only person who is doing this thing. So I click on that. Most of the people might not be registered, so I click on that. If you're registered, you can click on the registered. Then you can add your GST or business PAN. I click on not registered, then next. Now in the business text ID, what we need to provide, you can either provide MSME Udyam, which is very simple to make. Within 1 hour or half an hour, this will be made online only. Okay, you can provide your PAN or GST or CIN or LLPIN. Okay, you can enter your business name. Make sure this particular business name is same as what is there inside your business tax ID. Then click on the next, and after that, then you need to upload your kind of a document which you just mentioned the ID for. Then you are done. Within 1 to 2 days, your business will be verified. If they have any kind of a query, they will raise you the query. Once you're done with this thing, all the steps are completed. Okay, now you might be thinking, is all the steps required? No, not all the steps are required. As I told you, if you want to know what all steps are required to start with the WhatsApp automation part, you can check this particular video out, which I mentioned earlier, because that contains all the questions you might be having. Now I'll click on this particular next continue part to see the next step. So in the next step, we can see we have the checklist again, a phone number, payment, business verification, approved message template. So if you have completed this all steps, phone number, payment, and business verification, in the step 2, this will already be marked as a registered. Okay. And for the approved template, if you have created any kind of a template and it is approved, this particular step will also mark be as registered. Now all the things are completed. Now if you want to go one step ahead, and if you want to provide a WhatsApp automation service to your client where you want to onboard the users into your own app, then you can click on become a partner and then follow the steps, and then you would become a tech partner or the business solution. Or what I generally recommend to people, just go to the partner which are already there, because they are managing all the infra and the API logic and the changes which Meta brings up, because these all things are very time consuming and crucial. So I provide the service. It's called as Chat Syncs. The link will be in the description. If you want, you can connect with me. So that's it. I think so you might have understood many things regarding the new UI. If still there are any kind of a new doubt, I hope there is no new comment in this particular video that there is a new UI change. Then I would be shocked. Till this point, I have made 3 different videos on 3 different UI of Meta. If you fall in any one of them, watch that particular video. As I told you earlier, if you know the steps, if you know the crux, you can do from any UI. So with that said, if you like this particular video, please press the like button. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, take care.